Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Terry Fox Sports Complex for today's ACAA matchup featuring the University of King's College Blue Devils against the Holland College Hurricanes. Prior to today's match, we would like to recognise our senior players who are playing in their final home game for the Hurricanes. Alison Rutt. Kristen Taylor. Shania Kearney. Hayden Chason. And Bethany McDougall. And we also have some Blue Devils that we'd like to recognise who are also graduating today. Victoria Riatru, Emma Kuzmik, Faye Little, Adrienne Proudfoot, and Margot Bunce. Starting lineups for the visiting Blue Devils are as follows. Number 1, Emma Kuzmik. Number 2, Trinity Adams. Number 4, Adrienne Proudfoot. Number 5, Kennedy McKill. Number 9, Ariana Nicolau. Number 14, Tia Lovegrove. Number 16, Hannah McDonald. Number 17, Simona Basilio. Number 18, Georgia Gavas. Number 19, Avery Sorensen. And number 20, Victoria Iatru. The head coach for the visiting Blue Devils is Gary Carter. And for the Holland Hurricanes, number 2 is Tamara Gauthier. Number 19, Alison Rutt. Number 5, Carissa George. Number 6, Anna Canali. Number 7, Kristen Taylor. Number 8, Matsuri Sako. Number 9, Shania Kearney. Number 10, Georgia Shields. Number 14, Hayden Chason. Number 16, Taryn Brower. And in goal today for the Hurricanes, number 25, Natasha Kowalchuk. The head coach is Mr. Jonathan Voss. Our officials today, in the middle is Aidan O'Regan. On the lines we have Julian Lacacheur and Jason Eden. Please stand if you are able. Remove your hats for the playing of O Canada.
So, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Terry Fox Sports Complex for this ACAA matchup between the Holland Hurricanes and the University of King's College Blue Devils. Second against third in the standings for the ACAA. Both teams guaranteed their spot in next week's playoffs. Just a question of where they will finish in the standings and, of course, who they will play next week. It's a beautiful afternoon here in Cornwall, Prince Edward Island. Just continuing the theme of great weather we've had for all of the games here, and we're all pleased about that. All of those are involved in the in putting on these games. The weather's been fantastic, and it's a beautiful day. A little bit of a breeze going from left to right. The Hurricanes coming into this game with a 5-win, 2-loss, 4-tie record, second in the standings with 19 points, 28 goals scored, 11 conceded. Carissa George is the leading scorer with 7 goals. For King's College, they had a nice 4-0 win against Dal yesterday. They have 18 points to their credit. Defence is their strong point. Looking at the, if you look at the standings, 5 goals conceded all season for the Blue Devils, so they don't let many in. Goalkeeper Emma Kuzmic, graduating today, is a prime reason for that. 7 shutouts the Blue Devils have had this year, so they don't let many in. Very strong at the back. Faye Little is their leading scorer with 4, and Tia Lovegrove has 3. Gary Carter is the head coach, and he's been behind the bench for the Blue Devils since 2013. It was a 0-0 tie when these two teams met just a few weeks ago. The Hurricanes coming off a loss yesterday to the Mystics. Wasn't without casualties either. Unfortunately, Bethany McDougall went down with an injury which has her on crutches right now and may well see her out for next week. And Georgia Dusek saw a red card towards the end of the game, so she's missing today. Also a change in goal for the Hurricanes. Natasha Kowalchuk is between the sticks today, meaning that Ali Rutt, who's played out before for the Hurricanes, is taking up a position, I think, probably at the centre of defence. So we'll wait and see how Ali does. We'll go through the lineups in just a moment. Blue Devils are in all white today, playing from left to right. Immediately try and get something going here on this near side with Ariana Nicolaou. And that's going to be a throw into the Hurricanes. Natasha Kowalchuk's in goal for the Hurricanes. Number 19 is Alison Rutt. Number 2 is Tamara Goche. 5, Carissa George. 6, Anna Canali. 7, Kristen Taylor. 8, Matsuri Sako. 9, Shania Kearney. 10, Georgia Seals. 14, Hayden Chason. And 16, Taryn Brower are the starting 11 for the Jonathan Voss coached Hurricanes today. Here's Chason, who was a sore miss yesterday for the Hurricanes in that 2-0 defeat, but she's back today. And Canali's going to take this throw. George sends it across. Shot came in there from Kearney. We'll just go quickly through the lineups too for the Blue Devils. In goal, number 1 is Emma Kuzmic. 2 is Trinity Adams. 4, Adrienne Proudfoot. 5 is Kennedy McKill. 9 is Ariana Nicolaou. 14 is Tia Lovegrove. As the ball goes out of play there, there'll be another throw for the Hurricanes. 16 is Hannah McDonald. 17 is Simona Busidio. 18 is Georgia Gavis. 19 is Avery Sorensen. And 20 is Victoria Ayatru. Those are your starting lineups today. As I said, for both teams, probably avoidance of injuries is just as much crucial going into next week's playoffs as much as anything. Hurricanes try and get something going here with Goche. Intercepted, ball's played in. Goes Gavis, tries to play the ball forward. Here's Nicolaou with an opportunity to cross. She decides to shoot instead, goes near post, but that goes over the crossbar. But immediately the new look defensive lineup for the Hurricanes today with Rutt and Brower as the two central defenders. Normally you'd see McDougall in there, and of course Doucette. Georgia Shields is going to play on the right-hand side of the defensive unit. So we'll wait and see what the Hurricanes, how they get organised from a defensive standpoint. Coach Voss is certainly lucky having a player like Rutt that he can put into the starting 11 on the field as opposed to necessarily playing in goal. But right now the Blue Devils are trying to fashion something forward. Brower comes across. Nice play again though there by Nicolau. Chance here, good tackle. Ball isn't cleared. Early test there for Kowalchuk. It was a good effort. Ayatru with the shot. Well watched by Kowalchuk, and she was able to grab it safely on her goal line. Chasson battling for that with... No. Here's Sacco. Looks for Chasson. George can't control it. Played forward by Gauthier. That's no danger there for Kuzmik. Shields battling hard for that. Goes back to Rutt. She plays it forward, left-footed. Gives Chasson something to chase. She's up with McKill. Chasson does well. Sends it left to Canali. Canali tries to get the cross across, but just goes into the near post, where Kuzmik is able to gather easily. Long kick there by Kuzmik. There is a little bit of a breeze going from left to right, so it's certainly in favour of the Blue Devils this half. But it's certainly great conditions for fall soccer here this afternoon. Goes out of play. That'll be another throw to the Blue Devils. It's going to be another, no, it's a throw to the Blue Devils. Came off Canali, said referee O'Regan. He was in charge of the men's game yesterday. That was a big battle between the Hurricanes and the Mystics yesterday. The Hurricane men getting through 1-0 on a penalty to keep their playoff hopes still in the balance. They have a big game, obviously, coming up after this, so we look forward to that one. That will be at 3:15. Referee O'Regan gave out 2 red cards yesterday to Mystics players. Hurricanes try and get something going. Nice touch off by Chasson. It's cleared by Blue Devils defense as far as Canelli. She had the last touch, so it's going to be a throw to the Blue Devils. Strong challenges going in there. Too strong, says referee O'Regan. So that's going to be a free kick to the Hurricanes. It was Georgie Gavas who was penalised. Opportunity then for Rutt to swing the ball in. That's a good ball in there. It's headed away by, I think it was Ayatru got a head on that. Ball's played forward, but that's going to go behind for a goal kick. George trying to battle her way through, does well there. Hurricanes number 5 finds Canali. Over though comes Gavas, but it's going to be a throw to the Blue Devils. Ball's played forward. Brower sees it out, and that's going to be a throw in to Kings. Sorensen throws it in. Played forward by Basillo. That's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes, which Alison Rutt will take. It's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Imagine this is the sort of game that both Coach Carter and Coach Voss will be happy just to get out of this game unscathed with as little drama as possible. Both hoping to have fit squads for next week. Stays like this, of course, and Holland College finished second and UKC finished third, then they will play each other in the semi-final. Top 4 make the playoffs. So there's a very good chance that these teams will see each other again next week at Crandall. Kuzmic with the goal kick. There's Lovegrove on the far side. Played forward by Taylor. Shields is there. If she puts that out, that will be a throw. Thank you for joining us on this, the last day of the regular season. We did a nice little presentation before the game started for the graduating players of both teams. Alison Rutt, Kristen Taylor, Shania Kearney, Hayden Chason, and Bethany McDougall for the Hurricanes. We also recognise Victoria Ayatru, Emma Kuzmic, Faye Little, Adrian Proudfoot and Margot Buns for the Blue Devils. All playing in their last games today, or last regular season games, and we've got a foul there on Sacco. There'll be a free kick to the Hurricanes. George battling for it. Goes wide to Shields. Cleared. Be picked up here by Nicolao. She plays it down the line. That's a good ball. She's onside. Ball goes in there from McDonald. Picked up though and cleared. Gauthier sends it wide, but it's going to be picked up on the far side by Trinity Adams. George intercepts for the Hurricanes. She brings it forward. She's tackled. Basilo there manages to win the ball back and gets a free kick as well, says referee O'Regan on the far side. Swung in right-footed, looking for Basile. George who got the touch on it, so that's going to be a throw into the Blue Devils. And the chance to put some pressure on goalkeeper Kowalczuk, who has played some minutes in goal this season for the Hurricanes. Came earlier in the season where Ali Rutt actually injured her hand, and Kowalczuk came into the game. Rutt continued that game as an outfield player, so she has that experience, and that's a good corner that comes across. It's a Blue Devils head that gets on there. It's cleared by Brower. Canali puts it out, and that will be a throw to the Blue Devils. Basile fighting for that with Sacco. That promises to be a good battle between those two in the midfield today. There's Basile again. Canali does well. She wins it. Into the feet of Chason, who's looking for a runner. She manages to find one in Canali, but it's going to be intercepted there by McKill. She goes back to Proudfoot. George is tracking back, and she's just going to play that easily back to goalkeeper Kowalczuk. She goes long. Nice header there by Sorensen. Here's Ayatru battling for that with Gauthier. George is there. Canali. That side really getting their foot on the ball just at the moment. It's both sides struggling to get some real control in their passing and in their control of the ball, and that's just played forward, and that's no danger at all for Emma Kuzmic. Good header there by Sacco. Nice movement once again. Sacco's in there, shows good feet to get away. Nice turn again, and again, and then rather lets it down with a bit of a wasted pass, which is intercepted. Certainly not like Matsuri Sacco, usually very assured with her passing, retains the ball very well for the Hurricanes. Good play there by Nicolaou. Skips past George, looking for some options ahead of her. George chases her back, intercepted by Shields. She plays it forward to Kearney. Ayatro is there first. There's Sacco once again. She's got CO there. Rutt intercepts. Challenge coming in from Brower. Here's McDonald, and she wins the throw for the Blue Devils. Just coming up to 18 minutes on the clock. Fairly cagey start to the game. Neither side really having great dominance or creating too many chances. The ball is mostly being played in the middle of the field. Played forward, Basilio's there. Offside, says assistant referee Lancashire on this side against Nicolaou. Nice turn by Sacco. It's a nice ball there, looking for the run of Kinney. Kuzmic came off her line there, but it had to be dealt with by the Blue Devils' defence. They managed to get it away. And there's Nicolaou with a little bit of space. She's trying to run at Rutt. A little bit too far ahead. She's going to do well to keep this in, and she doesn't, so it will be a throw to the Hurricanes. Seo tries to find McDonald. McDonald's there. Tried to lay it back, but nice play there by Sacco to get there in front. Rutt out to Canali. She goes inside for Chasson. Nice control by Chasson. She's looking for some runners too, and that's a good ball. If Carissa George is able to keep this in, no, she's not. But some nice link-up play there by the Hurricanes. We come up to 20 minutes, still no score. This top of the standings clash between these two teams, second against third. If it ends in a tie, then that's how it will remain, although the Hurricanes will stay ahead of the Blue Devils. If the Blue Devils do win, then they will go ahead of the Hurricanes. As I said, it's more about placings and standings, and who you might be playing next week is what's on line here for these two teams today. And Ali shows good strength. Here's Chasson. True is there though for company. Rutt manages to keep it in. The kill is there. Good strong challenge again by Rutt, who certainly looks quite comfortable in the back line for the Hurricanes. Blue Devils try and build something on the far side. That's Lovegrove, and that's a good ball by Lovegrove. That's an excellent pass, and now a bit of a chance here for Nicolaou. What's she able to do? She takes a second touch. She decides to go near post. It was a bit of a loose second touch there by Nicolaou. She may have been better off putting that back into the middle, where she did have a runner. I think it was McDonald who was in there, but she decided to shoot. But that's good pressure by McDonald. Blue Devils win it back. It's Nicolaou again. This time she does send it across, but the ball's still bouncing around a little bit. But Sacco takes control. Finds Gauthier. Gauthier looks for the run, and here's an opportunity here for Kearney. Can she find Chasson in the middle, or is she going to go on her own? She tries the pass. It's intercepted by McKill. And the chance for the moment goes begging there. Good opportunity there for the Hurricanes to get something. Still on the attack. It's going to be picked up, though, by Basilio. She finds a nice ball out to Nicolaou. Having lots of space down this side. She plays it forward, but that's too hard and too long. And that's no danger there for Kowalchuk. Some nice range of passing there by the Blue Devils on a couple of occasions to get Nicolaou in on this right-hand side. Sacco there does well under pressure from McDonald. She tries to play the ball forward. It's picked up though, and Basilio has it for the Blue Devils. It's going to come out once again to Nicolaou. She's going to go on a little dribble. She tries to go past George. Good interception though, and Canali's got it for the Hurricanes. She goes down the line, looks for Chasson, who once again holds it up, waits for some support, gets it back from Canali, but Nicolaou is there to put her under pressure, and it's going to be a throw to the Blue Devils. 23 minutes gone here. Still no score. Now the goalkeeper seriously tested. Again, it's this ball out wide. This seems to be a a good tactic for the Blue Devils, trying to get Nicolau in on much as she can. She's certainly seen as much of the ball as anybody. Good play there by Rutt. Chase on again, picks it up. They're back to the play. She does well, holds the ball up well, but it's cleared. Here's George. She also plays it long, looking for the run of Taylor on the far side, who hasn't really got into the game yet. Number 7 for the Hurricanes. She's been a little bit isolated on that right-hand side. Most of the play has been coming down the left. Here is Taylor now, one of those graduating players for the Hurricanes. Tries to battle her way in, but it's well done by the Blue Devils, who once again find Nicolau. Tried to move the ball through the midfield. Good play there by Gavas. True. Nicolau again, trying to link up with McDonald. She gets it back. Is she going to be able to keep that in? I think she is. Is she going to take it first time? She does. It's not a bad cross, actually. Ball comes across, and here's an opportunity, and there's the opening goal for the Blue Devils. Tia Lovegrove, the number 14. That was well worked by UKC down this right-hand side, where they're having a little bit of success. It was well worked, good 1-2 between McDonald and Nicolau. We said just a few moments ago she may have been better crossing rather than shooting the number 9. This time she did cross. It was an excellent cross. Well met first time by Tia Lovegrove to put the ball past goalkeeper Kowalchuk, and that gives the Blue Devils a 1-0 lead here this afternoon. 25 minutes gone. It's UKC Blue Devils 1, Holland Hurricanes 0. Certainly a well-worked goal. We were just saying that it seems to be a favoured tactic to get the ball out here wide on this right-hand side to number 9, Nicolau. She's causing a few problems for the Hurricanes back line, and she did well there. It was a good cross that she put over, and it was well met there by number 14, Tia Lovegrove. So King's College take the lead. And will that hold up? We talked earlier about their stingy defensive back line that the Blue Devils have. But now they have that 1-0 lead. Ball's played forward by Chasson. Is Kearney going to get onto the end of that? No. Kuzmik is out quickly. And now the Blue Devils will try and bring the ball forward. Basillo into Ayatru. McDonald showing a little bit more composure right now. The Blue Devils on the ball, getting some nice triangles, putting some passes together. That's miscontrolled though by Gavas. Played forward by Sorensen. Here's Canali. A loose one there, and Gavas is able to pick that up. Looks for the run of McDonald. Kowalczyk's going to come off her line and pick that up. Here's Sorensen. A little bit of space to run onto. I think she was aiming for the feet there of McDonald. But Gavas came in. It was a heavy touch, and that's going to be a throw into the Hurricanes. Keeping the ball well right now, the Blue Devils. Took a few minutes to find their range of passing, but they seem a lot more control. But having said that, that's a bit of a giveaway, which Taylor intercepts. Here's Sacco. She tries to drive it in. She does. To Kearney. Can you get the shot away? Manages to get the shot. She's closed down quickly by Proudfoot, and that will be a corner for the Hurricanes. 28 minutes gone. 1-0 to UKC. Jason is going to come and take this corner. Jason swings it in. It's a good corner. The ball's bouncing. Hits Shields, and the ball's bouncing around. Oh, it looked like Keneally was going to get a chance there, but it was cleared, and now the Blue Devils do manage to get the ball away. It certainly wasn't too convincing, but they do get it away, and that's a good ball now. And Lovegrove's got some space on that left-hand side. Basilio's made a run forward. That's a good run, and she's found it. Rower's come over. Does well, the defender there, and that's going to be a throw into the Blue Devils. So half chance there for the Hurricanes. It took a few swipes by the Blue Devils defense to get the ball clear. Back to Nicolau. Here's McKell. And that's overhit, and that's going to be another throw to the Hurricanes. Jason holds it up well, finds George. She skips past Ayatru well. George plays the ball forward. Opportunity here for Kearney to run onto. And a late challenge there on George, says referee O'Regan. So it's going to be a free kick to the Hurricanes. Opportunity to put the ball into the penalty area, you'd think. George is going to take this. Probably going to look to hang it up around the top of the 18-yard box, you'd think. Ball comes in. Actually, she really went for goal, and Kuzmik there had to watch it. There's a nice catch in the end. Not too many difficulties there for a goalkeeper of Kuzmik's quality, and now the Blue Devils try and get something going again. Here's McDonald. Two number 16s. Brower comes across. It's going to be a throw to UKC. Tia Lovegrove now with 4 on the season. That ties her with Faye Little for the goal scoring lead for the Blue Devils. Little, who's not starting this game today. Here's Jason. She's got McKill there. Good battle between those two. Jason shows good strength. That's going to be a throw to the Blue Devils. Coach Voss below me there calling for a little bit more energy, I think, from his players. Wants a bit more noise and communication. It's all very quiet at the moment. Here's Nicolau. Throw into the Hurricanes. I'm going to see a first change of the game, and almost right on cue there, as we were talking about. It is Faye Little that's going to go off. Number 9, Ariana Nicolau, is going to take a seat. So Nicolau, who provided for the first goal, had a lot of success on this near-hand side so far. And it looks like Little is just going to take that same position. So Little has come into the game, the number 11 for the Blue Devils. She's going to play on the right-hand side. Played forward by Proudfoot. Here's McDonald. Played the ball inside, but just a little bit too quickly, and that's cleared by Shields for a Blue Devils throw. This beautiful day here in Cornwall, Prince Edward Island at the Terry Fox Sports Complex. Headed by Proudfoot, picked up by George. Well intercepted there by Gavis. Now here's Little. Looks for a 1-2. Gets it back from McDonald. He's got Rutt there. Nice play by the Blue Devils again. It's a nice link-up play. Looks like Little's got a little bit of space. She sends a good crossover. Taken by Kowalchuk. Oh, and an opportunity there for Ayatru. She had a lot more time than maybe she knew. And rather than taking a touch and being a little bit more composed, she decided to try and hit it first time. In the end, she didn't have the balance. And the ball went over the crossbar. But immediately, Faye Little into the game on this right-hand side. Put a good cross over. This time, the Blue Devils weren't able to capitalise. Looks like it was a handball on the far side there, spotted by referee O'Regan. So it will be a free kick to the Blue Devils. Comes in, that's a good ball here. Opportunity, and Little was almost on the end of that. She sort of squeezed there in between Canali and Rutt. Just wasn't able to get any contact on it. Certainly the better chances so far in this game have come the Blue Devils' way. Apart from that scramble at a corner there, just a few minutes ago. Holland College Hurricanes haven't really tested the back line too severely of the Blue Devils. Here's Sacco. Once again, Pasillo's right in front of it. Shields. Oh, loose touch there though by Goche, so that's gone out of play.
Let's go, Kate.
And we're going to see another change by the Hurricanes. And Alison Rutt, who's acquitted herself well in the back line, is going to go off. Into the game comes Kate Ramsey. Ramsey, who started yesterday's 2-0 defeat to the Mystics. She's going to come and play in her usual position of left fullback. But Rutt's certainly done more than adequately in that back line so far for the Hurricanes. Here's Shields. Brewer. Well intercepted by Little. George is there for the Hurricanes. Bit of a loose pass though, picked up by Little. George gets her foot on it. Canelli's going to have to play this. And it's going to be a corner. No, it's a goal kick. Little had the last touch. Chuck takes it. Here's Avery. She can't keep it in. Play there by Gavis, but that's going to be a little bit too much there for McDonald, who's certainly shown plenty of will in running in this first half, the number 16 for the Blue Devils. Pasillo and Sacco once again. Nice play though by Little. She sends the ball in. Here's an opportunity. And it was McDonald with the shot. She was just leaning back a little bit there. Once again, she probably had the opportunity where she could have taken a touch and steadied herself. She decided to take it on first time. In the end, it wasn't a difficult save for Kowalchuk. Here's Ramsey. Played forward. Be a throw to Holland College, taken by Ramsey. George is there. She sends it across. Just a heavy touch there by Jason. Goche tries to put it in, but ball goes in the air. Played in again by Kennelly, well cleared by Busillo. Kennelly and McDonald challenge for that one. The Blue Devils come away with the ball. That's another nice pass there. If McDonald can get on the end of that, Kennelly has to be mindful. She does well, the number 6. McDonald takes a tumble. Nothing doing, says either referee or assistant Lacacheur. Once again, the pressure is building by the Blue Devils. Gavus tried to play it forward, intercepted by Taylor, who seems to be dropping further and further back in this game. Here's Goche. Can she do something? She's got some space to run into here if she can keep it going. Tries to play it. Well intercepted, though, by McGill. Probably had a little bit more space to drive into than she realised there. Goche at the number 2. Sorensen. She goes back to McGill. Play forward by Atru. Touch there by Little. Nice touch. Manages to keep that ball alive. Basillo picks up the loose ball. Nice pass in there to Gavus. And here's an opportunity. Lovegrove is on the far side, but she's just straight offside. Once again, it was nice ball movement by the Blue Devils. Hurricanes in this game, and as they have been for much of the season, have to sort of mix and match a little bit. They don't have the biggest squad. They're a young team, so they've done extremely well to finish at least 2nd or 3rd in this competitive ACAA division. But UKC certainly give the impression of a team that have played together on a consistent basis. Another good ball out. This tactic of playing the ball long diagonal to this right-hand side has been very beneficial so far for the Blue Devils. Little goes back. It's a Sorensen. McDonald doesn't really get the measure of that pass and is cleared by Shields. It's going to be picked up though by Gavus. Intercepted by Brewer. Is Ayatru. Silo. Back to Ayatru. Here's Sorensen with a bit of space to move into. Tried to find McDonald. I think McDonald was looking in on her left. Sorensen played it to the right-hand side. At the end, it was cleared for a throw as we come up to 42 minutes. 3 minutes left in this first half. Blue Devils have that 1-goal lead so far. Nice play there by the Hurricanes. Here's George there now. She got a bit of space to run into. Basillo's up there and McCallis coming back. Good run though by George. Proudfoot comes across. She holds her up. What can George do? Tries to send it in. Bit of a miss kick though by Basillo, but she's able to get it away at the 2nd attempt, and McDonald can hold that up. She goes wide to Lovegrove. Goes for the return. Is she going to be able to keep that in? She is. Good play by Taylor. Back to Shields. Brewer looking for some options. In the end, she goes across, but it's overhit. And a bit of a gift there for the Blue Devils as they get a throw midway inside the Hurricanes half. Sorensen's going to take this. George goes back. Here's Canali. Goche. Ayatru. Headed back by Sacco. Going to be picked up in the midfield though by Lovegrove. Hustle there, though, by Chasson. Just a heavy touch there by Sorensen, but it is going to be a throw to the Blue Devils. Going to get an indication in just a moment or two how much extra. We probably won't get too much extra in this half. Haven't seen the trainer on the field at all, which is always a good sign, and one that I'm sure both of these coaches will appreciate today. As well as the 3 points, a clean bill of health from both sides is probably equally, if not more, important. Here's McKill. To Basilio. Back by Sorensen. McKill. To Sorensen. Good ball in there for McDonald. Shields for company. Shields does well. Ayatru came across. And that's going to be a throw to the Blue Devils. Getting the indication that there's 2 extra minutes. Basilio, she goes back. McKill is going to pick that up. Here to Sorensen. Here's Little. Goes back to McKill. Nice pass out to Adams. Here's Lovegrove. Gavus. It's a good ball there to Lovegrove. Can she get the ball over? She does. And here's a great opportunity. Ooh. First of all, McDonald just couldn't quite get enough on it, but the ball bounced up. Little came in. And she wasn't able to keep it down. So another warning shot for the Hurricanes there. Again, nice work. Lovegrove into McDonald. And then Little couldn't keep it down. Here's Ramsey. Goes back to Kuzmic. Nice play this by the Blue Devils. Very easy on the eye, the way they move the ball forward and move it around, get each other into play. They know each other's game quite well, King's College, and now they've got another opportunity right on the stroke of half time if they can try to see if they can double their lead. 1-0 their lead so far. Goal by number 14, Tia Lovegrove. It's what separates the two teams at the moment. Adams rather miskicks it. It's going to be picked up there by Hayatro. Basilio tries to play it forward. It's going to come to Avery Sorensen. Little gets her foot on it. So half cleared, and then Sacco rather just sort of boots it up in the air where it's picked up, but Sacco's going to get another opportunity now. Looks for the run of Chasson. McKill intercepts. Nice touch by Ayatru, and that is the last action of the first half. Entertaining first half. Certainly, if you're a Halifax Blue Devils supporter, you'll be pleased what you've seen so far. They go into half-time leading by 1-0, scored by Tia Lovegrove. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so for the second half. Don't go away.
Growth requires flexibility, the boldness to try something new, the wisdom to take care of what you already have, to get to know yourself, to step out and connect, to build something.
Georgia. You think? Okay, I think so too. I would have taken.
So welcome back everybody to Terry Fox Sports Complex for the second half of this ACAA women's game. UKC Blue Devils lead the Holland College Hurricanes by a 1-0. Goal scored by number 14 Tia Lovegrove. Just the one change at half-time for the Hurricanes. Back in is number 19 Alison Rutt, and Kate Ramsey goes out. So Rutt's back in. Certainly didn't look out of place back there yesterday, in the first half. Considering she's a goalkeeper by trade, she looked more than capable. The rather patched up back line for the Hurricanes. It's going to be a throw on the far side. Opportunity here, McDonald sends it wide. That's a good ball out, looking for Trinity Adams. It's a bit of a heavy touch though, and Shields is able to get there quickly. Two of them battling for the ball there. Good play there by the number 10 for the Hurricanes. Make sure she won the throw. Again, some nice triangles out there by the Blue Devils. And here's an opportunity and a good shot, and it's parried away. Ball comes across. Oh, and it was almost a second goal there for Lovegrove. Ball is still not cleared. The Seals there on the edge of the penalty area. So an early let off there for the Hurricanes in the second half. Proudfoot into a out true. Picked up by Gauthier, manages to find Taylor. Bit of a heavy touch though. Just sends it in. That's a good ball. Oh, and could have that was an awkward bounce there. The arm was certainly up, but didn't strike the arm. Is George. Good ball in. Good pressure. This nice turn by Kearney. She's able to get the shot away. She does, but McKill is there with the block, and that's going to be a corner kick. So some good early pressure so far by the Hurricanes. Second half. They do have the wind at their back in the second half, and so this should be a work in Hayden Chasson's advantage. Going to take the corner left-footed on this near side. This time, though, she doesn't quite make allowance for the wind, and it does go behind for a goal kick. McKill plays it long. Canale's just going to watch that out on the far side. That'll be a throw to the Hurricanes. Here's McDonald. Brought there with the challenge, played forward. Picked up by Proudfoot to McKill. So again, we're going to make just reference to the excellent defensive record that the Blue Devils have had this season. Just the 5 goals conceded, and you can certainly see that in the understanding that the back line has for UKC. Some experienced players out there for King's College. He's the captain, Proudfoot. Looked like a handball there, but George charged it down well, and now she's got the opportunity. She just runs it out of play, though. Going to be a free kick for the Hurricanes, which Rutt's going to take. Headed away. Canale and McDonald are going to battle for that. Canale does well. And that's going to be a throw on the far side to the Blue Devils. 6 minutes in through the second half. Still 1-0 to UKC. Again, if you're tuning in, especially if you're watching from Halifax, fan of the Blue Devils, thank you for joining us this afternoon. It's a beautiful Prince Edward Island fall day. But, the players and coaches are hoping that continues for next week's playoffs, which will be Crandall. Here's Tia Lovegrove, scorer of the only goal so far, goes inside. Driven in, but it's blocked, well defended. And here's George. Can she bring the ball away? Looking for some support on this side. She's going to get it from Taylor. Taylor rather stumbled a bit, and that allowed Trinity Adams to recover, but it is going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. George. Back to Taylor, chipped in. That's a good cross, looking for Kearney, but it's well defended. Lovegrove drives it in, but Canale's going to intercept that. Bit of a loose pass into the midfield, and now Lovegrove has got a little bit of space. Tries a little, chips it forward. Lovegrove again, what can she do? She's on the... Put it in on her right foot, tries it, gets a deflection. And that just bobbles through with no alarms to goalkeeper Kowalchuk. Good pressure there by Taylor, and that's going to be a throw to Holland College. Shields is going to take it, she throws it into George. Does well there to wriggle past Gavis. Sacco. Intelligent pass there. Kearney tries to get it under control, but it's cleared, but it is going to be a throw into the Hurricanes again. Taylor's going to take this. Came off a Blue Devils leg. Proudfoot has to complete the clearance, and it's going to be another throw. Goche miscontrolled and it was cleared. Came off a Hurricane's foot last, so it will be a throw in now to the Mystics. George does well, she wins that. Under pressure from Gavus, and she gets the free kick. Referee O'Regan wants a little word with the number 18 for the Blue Devils. Just to make sure that there's no repeat. I think there's been one or two occasions where referee O'Regan saw something he didn't like from the number 18. So I think she's probably on a final warning now. She's going to go join the wall, and it's going to be a free kick which Carissa George is going to take. What can she do with this? She does have the wind in her favour a little bit if she can float it up towards the 6-yard box. Decides to be a bit more direct, and actually it was a good effort in the end. The wind got behind it, and goalkeeper there, Kuzmik, she did have a good sighter of it. She wasn't going to take any chances and decided just to tip the ball over the crossbar. First real save that the goalkeepers had to make in this game for the Blue Devils. Watched it all the way, but it is going to be a corner for the Hurricanes. So some good pressure here. It's a good corner, and that's headed away well though by Proudfoot, but it is going to be another corner. It's a good defensive record that the Blue Devils have. Shows a great sense of pride for the defensive line and the goalkeeper. They want to make sure that they go back with another clean sheet. Chasson there got on the end of that. She wasn't able to direct it goalwards, and that's going to be a goal kick. It's been a good spell this by the Hurricanes. They've rather pinned back the Blue Devils in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Here's Rutt. Looking for some options. But he wants to try and move it a little bit quicker. But anyway, it's going to be a throw on that far side to the Blue Devils. Good opportunity here, good play there by Kearney. Back heel by Taylor, finds Kearney again. Nice pass wide to Chasson, plays it into Goche, who tried to get the shot away, but McKill came across to put the challenge in, but it is going to be another corner to the Hurricanes. Certainly been knocking on the door the last few minutes. George is going to take the corner. Swinging again towards the penalty spot. Rutt tries to get her head on it, just sort of flicked at it. Shields is going to pick it up. She's looking for some support. She's going to get the free kick there. Looks like a little bit of contact by Lovegrove. Referee O'Regan saying that there was a push in the back. The number 14 tries to plead her innocence, but that's not going to get her anywhere. So another opportunity for the Hurricanes to put the ball in a dangerous area. Rutt's going to take this. What can she do with this? Decides to go near, and well watched there by goalkeeper Kuzmik. Taylor tried to get her head on it, but it was just a little bit too high for her. And Kuzmik, not for the first time this afternoon, showed good hands in dealing with that, and she clears long. Right-footed, picked up by McDonald. Silo in the midfield, tries to find a bit of space. McDonald goes wide. Good play there, here's Little on the far side. Canales come across. Good defending there by number 6, tries to find Chasson, and Chasson does win the throw. Play on the far side there by George. Wiggled her way through, and now what's she able to do from this position? She's held up there well by McKill. That's a good ball that's come in, and Kuzmic has to watch that closely. Certainly in this first 15 minutes or so of the second half, goalkeeper Kuzmic has been the busier of the two goalkeepers. And a little bit of a giveaway there, allows the Hurricanes to try and build something on the far side, but it's gone out of play for a throw. Good pressure there by McDonald, had to be dealt with by Brewer. It's Basillo. Sacco into Goche. Miscommunication there between Sacco and Taylor, so it's picked up by Iatro. Here's Lovegrove. Looking for the run, but it's intercepted by Taylor. Back to Sacco. Just plays it short to Shields. Shields back into Sacco. Here's Goche. And Shields rather hurries her clearance, so that goes out for a throw to the Blue Devils. It's Proudfoot. Good run here by Lovegrove. Looking for some options. Tries to find Little on the far side. Got able to get some clearance on it. The ball's going to come to Chasson. She's going to hold the ball up and look for some support. Gets her nice short pass to Sacco. Sacco gets it back. Finds Taylor. Nice touch there by Taylor. Played forward by Goche. Opportunity here, and the flag goes up. Some nice play there by the Hurricanes. Kearney, though, just straight offside, according to assistant referee Lacashur on this near side. The flag goes up for offside. 63 minutes in. Still, the Blue Devils lead by that first half goal by number 14, Tia Lovegrove. Played forward by Basillo, trying to find McDonald. Good play by Rutt, though. Well intercepted by Proudfoot, gets there ahead of Kearney. Going to be picked up by Canali. She finds Chasson. She's got Goche ahead of her. Sorensen, though, does well on that far side, and that's gone out for a throw to the Hurricanes. The Shields. Basio intercepts. Brower there. Deceived a bit by the bounce. And that's a handball, says referee O'Regan. So it's going to be a free kick on the halfway line. Scavis takes to Lovegrove. Adams with the run. That's a good piece of Full-back play there. The ball came across, only half cleared by Rott, only up to Basile. She's going to play a ball in. This time Rott is able to get more on the clearance. Kearney and Neatru are battling for that. Sacco goes back. Rott goes forward. It's intercepted though by Gavis. He's hustled out of that though by the midfield of the Hurricanes, but it is going to be a throw to the Blue Devils. 20 minutes into the second half. Still a 0 they lead. Certainly haven't been as threatening in the second half as they were in the first half. UKC. Here's Adams. Taylor does well. Looks for the run of Kearney, but Proudfoot's going to get there first. Goes to Sorensen. Proudfoot with the header, only as far as George. Brower's direction there on the pass is off, so that's going to be a throw into the Blue Devils. Looks like Coach Carter to my left might be thinking of making another couple of changes. Looks like Katie Hagopian might be coming into the game, number 6, and also number 12, Callie Germain. Brower goes back, here's Taylor. Played forward by Brower again. Gavis, just too far ahead though of Lovegrove, and we are going to get those changes in just a moment. So Katie Hagopian is going to be coming in, the number 6. She's coming in for number 19, Avery Sorensen. So number 6, Hagopian is in. Hurricanes played forward. Kill with the header. Teatro flicks it off. There's Gavis into Basio. Back to Eatru. Little on the far side. Canelli there quickly and wins the throw for the Hurricanes. We're going to see that second change there for just a moment. Callie Germain is going to come on, the number 12. Another awkward bounce there for Brower, but it's well intercepted by Adams. Donald rather drove that into Lovegrove, who couldn't really control it, but Rutt wasn't going to take any chances as we hit the halfway point of this second half. We're going to see that change now, which is going to see number 12, Callie Germain, introduced. And it looks like it's going to be the number 17, Simona Basillo, who's coming in. So Basillo's going to come off, the number 17. She leaves, and number 12, Callie Germain, is in. Looks like she's going to take a more forward position, and possibly Hannah McDonald is going to drop back into the midfield. Here's Taylor. Battle there, 3 players all hit the deck at the same time. And referee O'Regan judges that it was the Blue Devils who were the offenders, so it is going to be a free kick for the Hurricanes. Once again, Rutt's going to come and take this, left-footed. Lovegrove. This Germain's her first touch, then a substitute, back to Lovegrove. Germain again, good run there and a good call there by Eatru. Plays it forward, but it hits the Hurricanes defender, and now they can try and bring the ball away on this near side with Taylor. She plays it forward looking for Kearney. Well played by Proudfoot, got there first. Good battle though. Proudfoot goes down, but nothing doing, says referee O'Regan. Adams looking for some options, plays it into Jermaine. Nice touch there, Gavas. Good run by McDonald. Is she able to get on the end of this? No, because Kowalczyk is quickly off her line. And she's able to gather. Pulls help forward. Oh, bit of contact there by Kearney, which was unnecessary, according to referee O'Regan. Also indicates that it wasn't just her first offence this afternoon. So she sees yellow. Any unnecessary contact on the goalkeeper is usually liable to see some kind of sanction, and sure enough, referee O'Regan decides that Kearney needs to see a yellow card for that slight bump on goalkeeper Kuzmic. Just a reminder too, we do have the men's game for you at 3:15. Crucial game for the Hurricanes on this final homestand, at this final weekend of the regular season. Hurricanes, according to their press release, almost needed a miracle to qualify. Well, after yesterday's 1-0 win over fellow rivals, the Mystics, that miracle is looking suddenly a little bit more likely, but that's going to be a good game against a tough UKC men's team this afternoon. So we'll have to wait and see how that one transpires. I'm sure Coach Voss, although his concentration is on this game, is also having a little think about the men's game as well. How that's going to go. Can the men make the playoffs? They've qualified every year since 2006. Going to try and keep that going this afternoon. It should be a good game. We'll have that for you at 3:15. In the meantime, we've got the conclusion of this game. And the Blue Devils at the moment have that 1-goal lead. As we come up to 72 minutes on the clock. Here's Adams. Forward by George. Goche's going to make the run. Proudfoot comes across. So obviously, depending on what happens elsewhere, we'll know what the standings will be. But if it stays like this, then UKC will overtake the Hurricanes. Hurricanes are currently in second, UKC a third. So the chances are they may well be meeting again this time next week. His shield's going to shield that back to Kowalczyk. A good joined up passing that we saw a lot from the Blue Devils in the first half. Not quite as fluent in the second half. It's been a bit more of a battle. Hurricanes have certainly created a few more chances, and goalkeeper Kuzmic has been the busier of the two. Right now Taylor's going to try and chase that down, but it's too far. So Adams is going to take the throw for the Blue Devils. Forward by Sacco, looks for Kearney, but that's going to run just nicely for Kuzmic. Adams clears. Jermaine. Sacco. Looks like Sacco's getting a bit of a bump there, and referee O'Regan agrees, and that will be a free kick to the Hurricanes to come up to 15 minutes left on the clock. There's Lovegrove, keeps it in. Right now it's her goal that stands between the difference between these two teams. She goes in midfield to Gavas. It's McDonald. And a little straight offside, and assistant referee on the far side, Jason Eden, has a fairly straightforward offside decision to give. It's going to be a corner there on the far side, so another opportunity for the Hurricanes to put a cross into the penalty area. Georgia's going to take it. It's a good one. It's going to cause some problems. It was Rutt that got her head on it. Just wasn't able to guide it goalwards, and it goes behind for a goal kick. Headed by George. Played by Atru. Brock gets there. Head of Jermaine, and Sacco picks it up now. She's looking for some options. She can't see anything ahead of her. Decides just to go back to Shields, who just passes a little bit wayward. Asking too much that time of Taylor, so that will be a throw taken by Adams. Played down the line, intercepted by Shields. Goes into Sacco, does really well to shake off the attention there of Gavas, but pass is asking a little bit too much of Kearney. Proudfoot comes across. Comes off Taylor, and that will be a throw in to the Blue Devils. Lovegrove and Sacco battling. Sacco wins it. George. That's going to be intercepted by Little. Canali tries to win it back, but Ayatro is there. Goes wide to the number 6, Sagopian. And a throw in to the Hurricanes. No action on either bench, so both coaches probably reasonably satisfied with what they're seeing right now. Certainly there's been some more pressure in this half from the Hurricanes. So far the Blue Devils have been able to stand firm with their excellent defensive quartet. Lovegrove plays it forward. Here's Jermaine, she's got on the wrong side of Rutt there. Going to be cleared. Gavas finds Lovegrove. Shields comes over. Adams. And offside against Lovegrove. And we're going to see another change for the Hurricanes. Number 17, Erica Carrere is going to come on. So Carrere is coming in. And it's going to be number 16, Taryn Brower, that's going to go off. So Brewer is off. And in comes number 17, Carrere. Taylor with the header. George picks it up nicely. Looking for Chasson on the far side. Little has to track back, but Chasson's there. She goes back. It's played forward. Adams has to deal with that, only to the edge of the penalty area. And Gavis takes no chances and puts that out of play for a throw. And we're going to see a change also by the Blue Devils. It's going to be Ariana Nicolaou's coming back into the game. Nicolaou, who created that goal in the first half for Lovegrove. And Faye Little is going to go off. So back in is Nicolaou. And I expect she's just going to take up that same position that Little had in the first half. In fact, she's coming over, may just be playing on the left-hand side. Adams wins the throw. Keeney can't get that across, so that's going to be a goal kick. Shields, she's going to go back to Kowalchuk. And an offside against Lovegrove. So it looks like Coach Carter has switched his wingers that they had starting the game. Number 9, Nicolaou, is going to play off the left, and Lovegrove has switched over to the right-hand side. That's a good ball, and here's an opportunity for Jermaine. Kowalczuk's coming out. She does very well, the goalkeeper there. She reads that excellently and got there ahead of Jermaine. Very steady, the goalkeeper, in her first start of the season, just as Rutt has looked very steady in the back line. I'm sure, though, Coach Voss will be looking forward to getting his regular centre-back set back for next week. Ball comes across, well gathered by Kowalczuk. Bradford with the header, played forward by Sacco. Picked up by Kuzmik. Sacco plays it in. Kearney back to Sacco. Away by McKill. George picks it up. Bradford does well. Here's Nicolaou. Shields does well, though. Excellent play by Shields, but Gavis is there. Now Nicolaou has an opportunity. Held up by Shields. Sacco's there. Back to Rutt. Rutt plays it forward, and Bradford gets her foot on that, and that's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes as we come up to 5 minutes left in this game. 5 minutes left of the regular season for both of these teams. And as we said, if it stays like this, then Kings will overtake the Hurricanes in the standings. Headed forward by Sacco. Bradford's there, Sacco again. Kearney with the header. Picked up by Nicolau. Good ball in there to Jermaine. She's held the ball up well since she's come on. Tries to find Lovegrove, but Finelli's there, but bit of a heavy touch. Played forward by McDonald, but bounces off Lovegrove. And that's a push, and that's going to be a free kick to the Hurricanes. Coach Carter urging his team to get into shape. Doesn't want to see this lead be lost at this late stage of the game, you think. 86 minutes almost on the clock. Here's Kearney though, what can she do? She's crowded out on the top of that, and she's won a free kick. Blue Devils defenders put their hands to their heads. They didn't see there was too much wrong with the challenge there. But here's a great opportunity for the Hurricanes if they can get something on goal from this distance. That's going to come back. So, referee O'Regan makes sure that the wall is in place. Making sure that nobody does anything before the whistle. It's going to be George who's standing over this. Is she able to get this on target? Comes in. Oh, it's high and it's wide, and a good opportunity there, you have to say, goes to waste for the Hurricanes. In the end, there was no danger there for goalkeeper Kuzmic. As we get to 3 minutes left on the clock. It's going to go out for a throw once again. Thank you to everybody for joining us for this ACAA. Georgia Doucette is on the camera this afternoon. Corbin McCauley is on the controls. Taylor. Proudfoot clears. There's going to be another throw to the Hurricanes, who are putting on some late pressure now in this game. Shields tries to play it in. Sacco picks it up well on the edge of the penalty area, but she's beaten in the challenge. Now Iatro tries to build something on this side. Here's Lovegrove. That's a good ball looking for Nicolau. Is she able to keep that in? She's going to be able to. Doesn't seem to be in too much of a rush, and just decides to wander to the corner. And gives the throw away. Probably had a bit of time there to actually do something a little bit more productive than just try and run the clock down. There's still at least 2 minutes left, you'd think. And also see what referee O'Regan decides to add. We haven't seen either trainer on the field this afternoon, which is always a good sign. Throw in by George. Kearney, though, puts her hands to her head. She knows she miscontrolled that, and she gives possession back to the Blue Devils with a throw. Adams with the throw. Shields is there. Gabas and Sacco are battling for that, but that's going to be a throw to the Blue Devils. Jermaine. Nicolau though runs that out of play, so it will be a throw to the Hurricanes. Probably get the signal in a moment from the fourth official, Mr. Deagle. Adams puts the ball out, but it's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Taylor goes back. Jermaine wins it, but that is going to be another 4 minutes is the signal. So there's still time yet for Holland College to find the tying goal in this game. Nicolau does well. This time she will go to the corner, and this time she does get the throw. Throw again to the Blue Devils. Oh. Certainly wasn't the best throw by Nicolau, and the referee agrees. Goes Hurricanes' way, and they try and get the ball out of their corner. Try and get it forward. This time they do. It's played long by Rutt, but that's just going to bounce and go out of play. Adams throws it in. Klaus under pressure by Sacco. Hurricanes do win the throw. It's played forward. Strong challenge there by George, and she comes away with the ball. Can she manage to spread it wide? It's played forward by Correa, but that's just going to roll behind, and that's going to be a goal kick. So if it stays like this, the Blue Devils will move on to 21 points. The Hurricanes will stay at 19. Taylor, though, tries to play forward, but that's overhit and too far for Gauthier, and that's going to go behind for another goal kick. Mick takes it right-footed. Sacco gets a header to it, but it's just going to bounce out of play again. And we're going to see another change back into the game. Just as Simona Basillo is going to come back in, and it's going to be Georgia Gavas that's gone off. So Basillo is back in. Just obviously shore up that midfield, make sure there's nothing untoward happens in the last couple of minutes. Jermaine can't keep that in though, and Hurricanes try and build something again. Well intercepted by Nicolau, played forward. Rutt's there, headed on to Sacco. Can she do something here for creative? Rather drove it in. It's cleared by McKill. Corred, and Rutt plays it forward. Picked up by McDonald, looks for the run of Jermaine. She rather gives up on that a bit. That's just going to run through to Kowalchuk, who picks it up and is going to clear it long right-footed. Hurricanes need to get something moving here if they're going to find a way to equalize in this game. Here's Gauthier. But that's too hard, and that's gone out of play, and that will be another throw to the Blue Devils. Didn't come in, says assistant referee Eden, so I'll get another chance. And we have a free kick there on the far side. I think referee O'Regan was just seeing if there was any kind of advantage that came from that. So this may well be the last opportunity that the Hurricanes have to rescue a point from this game. So Carissa George is going to stand over this. Referee O'Regan is going to make sure that the wall is in the right place. Last free kick wasn't the greatest from Carissa George from a few minutes ago. She's got a chance for redemption now. It comes over. And Basillo makes sure that there's no damage done. She clears. Kowalczuk's on the halfway line. She drives it back in. That's a good ball. If Taylor can get on the end of this, and she can. Adams is there. Nice back heel by Taylor. Sacco's there. And it came off the Hurricanes player last. And that will be a goal kick. But there'll be no time to take it as referee O'Regan brings this game to a close. We have a final score here at the Terry Fox Sports Centre of Holland College Hurricanes 0, the University of King's College Blue Devils 1. First half goal by number 14, Tia Lovegrove. Both teams go into the playoffs next week. Best of luck to both teams. Thank you for joining us for this game. We'll be back in about 15 minutes or so for what should be an excellent men's game as the Holland College Hurricanes try to find a playoff place. We'll see you in about 15 minutes. Thank you.